Good morning, AP exam review folks. Happy Friday. First, a quick mention of the Virtual Hope Week activities. I don't know if you're like me and got some Firebird gear on. It might be kind of nice for lifting your spirits. I see on the schedule that they had sidewalk chalk cheer. And I don't know, maybe that's been on social media and I've missed it, but that's something they've done at school around parking lots and sidewalks, but maybe that's something that's happening citywide. And I think we're supposed to have clear weather today, so if you can be a part of that, that'd be kind of a neat thing to do. As far as the physics goes, I'm looking at the schedule on the spreadsheet, and in my mind, this might be one of the most critical lessons of the entire 4 weeks, as far as mechanics goes. I really liked the one physics problem that I saw, and I think I mentioned this, that I made my own solutions video for it, and so that's a big whopping 25 minutes, and I know that's long, but I really am going to encourage you to look at every little bit of that, because we see kinematics, energy, Newton's laws, friction, inclined planes, all of that stuff is in there. It's like, I don't know, 80% of the material is somehow wrapped into that problem. I mean, of the entire course. So even though it's a rotation problem, there's still stuff in there that that fits with non-rotation problems, just regular Newton's second law stuff from September or October. So don't give that one a cursory look. Spend some time with that. So, and then obviously the AP review people, Mr. Frensley has done a couple too. I picked some parts out of that, maybe a little more than usual. So again, this is a lot more video material than I usually recommend. Maybe with the weekend coming up, I'm not technically allowed to assign you homework over the weekend, but I still feel like you could gain a lot by really looking at those segments there. Every AP problem or every AP test I've ever seen for 20 years has had a rotation type problem on there. So if you look back at the archives of the old exams, typically it's problem 3, not always, but typically it's problem 3. And so I don't see any reason to expect that this year would be any different. Now, obviously it's going to be different kinds of questions asked about the rotation, and you're going to be typing your answers, but the material itself, I think, is great. So, do with that as you wish, of course, but that's just my recommendation for you. So, and then next week we'll wrap up one more lesson in rotation, dealing with angular momentum, and then we've got a little bit of circuits to do. That's the last bit of the electricity and magnetism, and then I'm gonna try to plan a day where we can actually get together. We haven't really done a full meeting of the 7 of us. I'm hoping we can find a day to do that. So kind of maybe plan on that. It would be like during our normal class time probably. And I want to actually have you run through and work a practice. Like there's a demo site now for you to practice doing a test question and uploading it. I want to be sure you've got a method that works well for you. Kind of like we practiced early in this e-learning, and I practiced with you like how to take a picture, how to get on Google Meet, and all of that stuff. Well, it's the same idea here. So it won't be physics practice, it'll be test taking practice, okay? So and then next week is it. So it's getting close here. Try to keep your stamina up. I know you're just anxious for it to be done, especially with everything else going on, but try to keep yourself moving, and you might be happy you did. So all right, y'all get to work. Take care, be healthy, be safe.